Hey y'all, this is the Twin Rivers Music Scene podcast with your host Madison
and Reed. We're here to highlight local and upcoming musicians in and around New Braunfels, Texas.
We believe the Texas and Americana music scene is what truly makes this town special, and we are so excited to provide a platform for y'all to hear straight from the artists themselves.
We hope y'all enjoy the Twin Rivers Music Scene podcast and stay tuned for more interviews posted every other Friday.
No venue too far, any song at every bar, here to cover your needs. Twin Rivers Music Scene.
Today's guest is one of New Braunfels' own singer-songwriters. She blends influences from blues, rock, and Americana and has carved out a sound that's both soulful and unmistakably her own. Her songs are rooted in emotional honesty, drawing listeners in with heartfelt storytelling and powerful performances. Music has been part of her life from the very beginning, with her love for singing first taking shape in the church pews where she grew up. These days, you'll find her performing across Texas, and if you're lucky, you might even spot her four-legged sidekick, Birdie, hanging out at the gig. We're excited to hear more about this artist's musical journey, the story behind her songs, and what life looks like as an independent artist making her mark in the Texas music scene. Please help us welcome Zoe Allan to the Twin Rivers Music Scene podcast.
What's up?
Hello.
I'm here.
How are you feeling? Today is your single release day.
It is. It's been a long time coming, and we're all excited. We've worked our butts off, and we're ready just to have a fun day now. We're prepared, and we're ready to get my stuff out there. We're excited.
I love it. And we're in the green room right now here at Cowboys and Cadillacs where you're having your show tonight. Can you tell us more about your single, Talk to Jesus, and like the story behind it that you're releasing?
Yeah, I wrote it a couple of months ago.
And like, who's it about?
We were just talking about name drops a second ago.
Y'all know who it's about, so I don't have to. No, I'm not that mean, but it. I was in a bad relationship, and I've always been religious. I grew up going to church and had a relationship, with God or whoever you want to call it, and so it was a struggle for me to be out on my own and in my first serious relationship, and dealing with a lot of outside things and worldly things and being pulled away from like my spiritual relationship with God. And the song is kind of an angry song. It's kind of like an FU song. And I was mad when I wrote it. And this person like would always kind of like use God in a sense, and then go out and do things that God wouldn't like or Jesus wouldn't approve of. And it was just like, you need to go talk to Jesus. Like, before you talk to me, like, you need to go have that conversation and really like dial in on that. And that's kind of what mindset that I was in. And that's where it came from, I guess.
That's awesome. I love that you said it's like an angry song, because it's a really pretty song, though, like the way it sounds.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, like you wouldn't really think it. So I like the hidden message, you know what I mean? Like behind it, even though it doesn't, like, it's not at the forefront.
Yeah.
And then I like that it's kind of a full circle moment. Like, obviously you first kind of fell in love with music and like going to church and all of that stuff. And then I think it's cool that your first song release is Talk to Jesus.
Yeah. I'm glad that it all is together in this one thing. It's a good start, I feel like, for me.
For sure. And you recorded it at Yellow Dog, right? In San Marcos.
Shout out.
Yeah, honestly, we have so many artists on here and have nothing but great things to say about them.
They're the best.
And you've been in the studio working on other songs too, correct?
Yeah, so before I recorded my stuff, I was on other artists' stuff, doing harmonies and things. They'd bring me in for mostly harmony stuff. So I was doing that. So I was familiar with Yellow Dog and those boys. So it was easy to come in and be comfortable doing my stuff.
Yeah, and speaking of harmonies, I feel like you do such a great way, or you do such a good job of like networking and connecting with other artists in town that like it seemed like pretty quickly everyone met you, heard you, and like loved your personality too, and they're like, we want her a part of our projects, we want to go to her shows and support her too. How has that been like for you, like getting really integrated in the New Braunfels scene with all the other musicians?
Yeah, it's great. Like, what an amazing community. Like, y'all know it's the best. Like, we have the best people here, the most talented people, the most humble. They're so welcoming. And, like, I came here, had no plan, like, didn't know what I was doing. I just knew that I loved music. And they just, you know, were like, come on, you're in the family now, and we like you. You're creative, and you're talented, and you have drive. And let's go. And there's been a couple people who really just took me, and they're like, we're gonna show you how to do this. And it was really cool. Like, I was here, I was 20, so I wasn't even 21 yet, so I couldn't really go into bars and stuff, so it was hard at first to kind of get into that scene. But I mean, it's just amazing the people that reached down and then picked me up like that. It was crazy. I also made a lot of like effort to go out and put myself in those rooms where people saw me and talked to me or heard me or whatever, and gave myself that opportunity to, you know, get picked up like that. So it's kind of a two-way thing, but in this town it's just so easy because these people are amazing. They're the best.
Yeah. I know we always talk about how everybody's so supportive. Like, even songwriters nights, everybody attends everybody's shows, everybody's reposting everybody's stuff, song releases, gigs. So I think it's really a great community that we feel like we've built. There's something in the water. I don't know.
For sure.
And I've even seen it firsthand at Riley's. Like, if I'm working and you come in to set up for a show, or like you're doing content, you make an effort to just talk to people at the bar too. Whether you're playing in that moment or you're just there, you're still like making those connections with people. And I think it's really cool that you do that.
Yeah. Thank you.
What do you think is like the advice that you've like stuck with you when you've been learning through this process in your career, these people that you've met? Has anything like stuck with you that really stands out?
The only thing that I like tell people that are trying to get into this that I live by is like, go shake hands, do it in person. You can send emails all day, you can make phone calls, whatever, you can go through social media, but shaking someone's hand and looking them in the eye and having a conversation with them, it's different. And you're gonna get a lot more opportunity from that, because people like that, especially bar owners and people that are older in that older generation, don't follow those rules that we follow like as 20-year-olds, you know, where, I can just send him a DM, you know? And so I feel like that's the most important thing. It's just like, go put yourself in those rooms, go out, get off the couch, get out from your TikTok camera, and go and meet people and talk to people and socialize and get good at socializing. It's really important to be able to like talk to people and hold a conversation like that. So I think that's the most important thing, or the rule that I feel like is most important.
You got to do the old-fashioned way.
You got to. You got to.
Go shake them hands.
Yeah, it's true. It's cliche, but you got to. You got to. It's not COVID anymore, so we can shake hands all day.
I know.
True.
Like, was it ever even COVID? I'm just kidding. I'm like, maybe hot topic. I don't know.
Conspiracy time. Let's get into it.
I read that. I know you've been doing basically full-time, and correct me if I'm wrong, music full-time for a year now, right? And I know you kind of mentioned that it was kind of hard to like get in bars right away, like to play because you were young.
Yeah.
And I saw that I read on your like bio, I'm like creeping over here, that you did a lot of like sidewalk stuff, like for tips.
Yeah.
Okay, what was that like? Like, I want to know what, like, starting music and just kind of like pulling up your guitar and just singing. Like, is it scary? I'm sure it's nerve-wracking, or you just get used to it and you're just like, come on. It builds a lot of confidence.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. I mean, I never planned on like being a musician, or like I want to go sing on a stage. Like, I always had terrible stage fright. Like, couldn't sing in front of my family. Like,
Wow.
Terrible. Couldn't sing in front of a camera. Like like literally like so bad. And when I left to be on my own, I was living with my cousin in Georgetown, and he's like an army guy. He's in the army, flies helicopters, and he's like my brother. And we were kind of like, there was a period in my life where I didn't have enough money to go to college, and I couldn't afford the things that other people were doing. And I'm like, well, I have my guitar, and like I've been practicing in my room since I was like 15. It's like, let's go on the street and let's see if we can make some money. Let's put this to use. So we went out to 6th Street in Austin.
Oh,
and I was
wow!
20 years old.
That's a big intimidating.
And
spot
I was like,
to start at.
I'd never been there. And they're like, let's go to 6th Street.
Like,
and I'm like, okay. With my like cousin and his roommate.
Doing it big.
And I was like,
over here.
I didn't know that I could get trafficked.
Yeah.
But
like
I
on
had
Birdie.
these 2 big dudes standing on either side of me, and I was like singing on 6th Street, and like terrifying. But I made a lot of money, and I got a lot of attention. And then and so I was like, okay. And then I just did it like that one time, and then when I was moving down here, there was stuff going on, so I came down here to go visit my cousin in New Braunfels that was living here at the time, and jobless, like didn't have a job, was like didn't really know where I was gonna live, like really didn't have a place to live, and I just had my guitar in my car, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go try out New Braunfels. I got nothing to do, and I want to be productive. I hate sitting down and just feeling helpless, So I went out on the street, on the corner, on the other side of the street facing Cowboys and Cadillacs or Red Stag, and stood out there all day and made a couple $100. And Cowboys and Cadillacs came out, the owners came out, they heard me, offered me a gig, Phoenix Saloon. Like, I started getting gigs, and that's kind of when I figured out, people will pay me to do this. This is crazy.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I did not know that you basically were just kind of like
busking out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And then
no,
people
there
were
was
like, hey,
no.
we'll give you a gig. You don't have to be out here.
There was no intention
on the sidewalk.
Yeah, there was no intention behind it. I was just like, I just want to get
Yeah.
maybe in and out or something after this, and
In and
call
out,
it a
yeah,
day.
true.
$300 in my
sweet.
pocket.
Yeah, that's a great full circle moment, like especially because you were across from Cowboys and now you're doing
Right.
your single release party
Yeah.
here like a year later. That's insane.
Yeah.
I know. What does that feel like? Since it's been like
Oh.
only a year.
It's surreal. It's been a little longer than a year.
Yeah.
It's a year and some change, but it's insane. Like, Shayna walked out, and she was like, come in here and go inside when you're done. And so I went inside, and there was a room full of people, like, standing there, and they're like, sing. And I'm like,
Oh,
okay.
God. Yeah.
So I grabbed my guitar, and I sang them a song.
Do you remember what you sang?
It was a Chris Stapleton song. I can't remember which one it was, but they liked it, I guess. But yeah, and they were talking, giving me the tour. Cameron was like, he's always said this since then. He's like, yeah, like you're gonna have a band up here one day. So when you get your band, like the stage will be on and stuff. And I was just like on cloud 9, like thinking that could be a reality. And now here we are.
Yeah.
Dang, I want to cry.
Oh my God!
That's
See, that's so
wild.
exciting.
Yes.
Yeah, I never thought that like
Gives me
this would happen,
Yeah.
and it's come so soon. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've been putting in the hard work. Like, it seems like very soon, but you've been grinding and everything. And you've had a lot of great people in your corner too. Speaking of like Michael Mode, who manages you and everything, can you tell us like what that dynamic with him has been like, learning the music industry and just like working with him in that way?
Yeah, he's one of my best friends. I trust that guy to the ends of the earth. I met him through Cowboys, so he does the booking here, and he plays bass. He's a musician, touring musician. He's been in the industry a long time, and I met him at one of my shows. Not even here. I met him at one of my shows. We have been texting, right? Booking, but I'd never met him in person. And I met him in person about a year ago. And he's kind of started following, like, when he would come to town, he would come and see a show every now and again. And he kind of, like, had his eye on me a little bit. Like, he was just, like, this girl is, like, really hustling out here. Like, every time I'd see him, he's like, you're the hardest musician in this town. I've never seen a harder working musician than you, Zoe.
What an impression!
I know, I was gonna say, I love the impersonation.
And I was just like, I'm just taking every gig that's given to me, but whatever. I didn't know what I was doing, and so I was like, okay, great, I'm doing something right. And and so after a few months, he was just like, hey, like, I had been going through some stuff, and it was really easy to like take advantage of me. Like, I'll pay you $20 for 3 hours. Okay, great.
Yeah.
You know, like, I didn't know. And so he saw that going on, and he was kind of like, hey, like, I want to help you. Like, I love you as a person, and I think you got it. And he kind of is like that big brother. I kind of put his arm around me. I call him uncle, and he calls me, like, he tells everyone that if he had a daughter, it'd be me. We get along really, really well, and we work together really, really well. And it's just it's one of the biggest blessings in my life is Michael, and I wouldn't be here, I feel like, especially this soon, without him. He's done so much, and he's taught me so much. He's given me so much wisdom, and I can freak out sometimes, and he knows how to, calm me down and get my nerves lined up and make my nerves work for me in a positive way. He's just the best. Yeah, I'm really grateful for him.
I think that's like super cool and super important, especially as a young like starting artist. I think I always hear when artists first start that's their main problem is they don't have good management, and they kind of get like, excuse me, like fucked over, or like, they're trying to navigate it. So I think it's so cool that you've gotten somebody that you trust, who knows like early on to guide you in the right direction, because it's super important.
Yeah, for sure.
So shows, you've done a lot of like really cool shows. You got to open up for William Beckman at the famous Cheatham Street, and then you also got to play in DC.
I did. Yeah.
What do you think like the most memorable experience that you've had so far is?
The Beckman show was really cool. I won't ever forget that. That was super surreal. I don't know. I think
and it doesn't even have to be like a big show. Like, I don't know if it was like the first time you know what I mean, like played with full band or something that kind of like lit up.
Well, hopefully this will be one.
Yeah.
I'm sure this will be one. I had one when I first started singing. I was over at the Phoenix Saloon. I was doing like happy hour over there every Friday, and my parents drove up, and they hadn't really seen me play music. Like, they're like, "What is she doing? Like, she's doing music? Like, what? Like, she's like, she can barely freaking sing to us. Like, what the heck?" And they walked into the Phoenix, and I sang 3 hours of songs just by memory, just singing and playing, and they were like, "What the heck?"
They're like, "Zoe, are you all right?"
That, like, the people of 6th Street heard you before your parents even did.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, all the crackheads heard me before y'all. But they love me. They ate it up, Mom, I swear.
They loved me, I promise.
I'm famous on 6th Street, or I was for like 12 hours, I swear.
That's funny. So tell us more about your pup, Birdie, and how, like, your relationship with her helps tie into, like, your shows. You always bring her around and everything.
Birdie is
the
best dog ever. She's my best friend. It's very, like, I wish I had her with me. She's super calm. She's getting a little older, but yeah, she follows me around. I'll bring her to shows. It's kind of like I'm a little girl in bars all the time, and there's creepers, and so when I have a dog next to me, I don't get bothered.
Yeah.
Like when I have Birdie, so it's like I feel so much more safe. And there's a lot of crazy stuff that's happening, so it's nice to go home and not have to be alone with my mind. Like have Birdie. She helps me in so many different ways. But yeah, she's just the best.
When was like the first time you took her on stage? I mean, you obviously knew your dog the best. Like Murphy, like Birdie puts Murphy to shame, but like Murphy's too. But I'm always like, don't embarrass me around Birdie, okay, Murphy? But were you just like, come on, like let's go up on stage, or was it just like you didn't even think about it?
I didn't even think about it. I literally just like, it wasn't even a second thought. Obviously, I didn't do it until I was comfortable with being on stage, because it took a second, because it was like terrifying at first, and I didn't know what I was doing and how to turn on the speakers and stuff. But once I got that figured out, I just brought her, and people loved it. Like, she would just sit there. She just lays next to my monitor that talks back to me, and she'll fall asleep right in front of. She's either deaf or she loves my music.
Yeah.
I just tell people she loves my music. She
loves
might
music.
be deaf though. I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure.
Where did you get her?
My cousin, technically my cousin's dog. He found her on the side of the street.
Okay, so you
Meant
rescued
to be.
her. This is
She
like
was
a
a
Brie Bagwell
rescue.
story with
Yeah.
like whiskey.
She's a rescue.
Mhm.
Rescues are the best puppies. I won't ever buy a dog. They're just the best. But yeah, she was on the streets for a while there.
Just like you in 6th Street.
For real. Dude, we are
Match made in
literally-
heaven.
Dude, I know.
She's
I
like,
know.
thank God I'm in New Braunfels now. I love it here in the river
Oh,
with
she's
everybody.
having the time of her life. She's like famous.
Yeah,
She gets
she
recognized more
is.
than I get recognized.
Okay, this is literally reminds me of Brie Bagwell. Like, I always laugh at the story that Brie, Bill, I guess, loves it. They were at the river, and Brie didn't get recognized. Whiskey got recognized. And this guy was like, that looks like Brie Bagwell's dog. And she's like, you think?
It is
I'm
my
literally
dog.
right here.
Yeah.
That's going to be Birdie.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's like kind of good cross promo if you think about it with social media because she has her own
True.
account. And so like dog lovers gonna be drawn to your music and then they're gonna get to see like how she's a part of like your all package deal. So it's
Yeah.
cute. And
Yeah,
fun
I had to
watch.
make her an account because people were posting pictures of her sitting next to me on stage. I'm like cut out of the picture and it's
Stop.
Birdie, and I'm like I can't repost that.
They like cropped it. Your foot's in
That's
it.
Like,
her picture to repost. I
cool.
can't post it.
Yeah.
Like, that's up to her. If she doesn't want to repost, I don't know what to tell
Yeah,
you.
I was like, okay, cool. No, cool.
Okay, so I know music and Birdie is a big part of your life, but when you're not doing music, what is Zoe Allan up to?
That's a good question. Music takes up a lot of my life. I've been known to go play some pickleball though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh,
Nice.
she's an
Pretty good.
athlete.
I'm pretty good. I used to play all the time. I used to do like modeling for a company after I graduated high school, and so I used to get a bunch of equipment, and I would just go play all the time. So when I have free time, I'll probably be out playing pickleball, or I'll be outside like running or doing something. I try to when I'm not doing music or busy, I try to do something active to stay healthy, or I'm just
Chilling.
At the river.
At the river, I go to the
Yes.
river almost every day. If I get a free day, I'll be at the river.
Us too.
Yeah, we always
Yeah.
talk about our secret river spot on
Yeah.
here.
We're never gonna tell.
And
No,
we're
we can't
gatekeeping
tell.
that.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gatekeeping.
We are gatekeeping.
With our
and we're not
lives.
ashamed.
I know, and I like talk about it when like other people are here because I'm like, hey, you don't know, but we know.
Yeah. Is there?
No, literally.
That's so funny. So tonight, do you have anything special planned? I know you're playing full band, and so it's going to be a 90-minute set.
Mhm.
How is that experience going to be like with you and your band all playing together?
Man, it's been a lot. We've been kind of running around with our heads cut off, but like chickens. That's not how that phrase goes. But
okay. Got
anyways,
it.
It's your show tonight and your podcast. You get to say whatever you want.
Yeah.
But we had to get a fill-in. Casey Johnson's filling in for bass,
It's a great
Nice.
feeling.
Yeah, that is a
Um,
great feeling.
and we were rehearsing, and a piano player, Rube, walks in to rehearsal, our first rehearsal, and he just sat down and started playing piano with us. So we're like, why don't you just come to the show? So we have a 5-piece band
Nice.
for my first performance, which is crazy. We're super excited though. We've been grinding. We had like a 10-hour rehearsal the other day. It was like brutal. But what was the question again?
Like your dynamic with your band, how it is going to be like playing with them tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm gonna try to have as much fun as I can. It's
As you should.
very nerve-wracking
Mhm.
because it's like playing at my birthday party. You know, like everyone that I know is gonna be there,
Yeah.
especially all these musicians in the crowd, which is terrifying to have a bunch of musicians in the crowd because they hear every mistake. But we're ready. We're gonna have fun. Like, we know the material. We're doing mostly original music.
Okay, I was gonna say, are these like all like original music that's gonna be coming out like soon? What's that rollout process gonna look like? Or it's okay if you don't know yet, but
I kind of like, I don't really have a firm answer for that. I hope that it's all released at some point, or a lot of it is. We have plans with Dalton Domino. He's wanted to
Love.
produce a little bit for me.
Nice.
So we're gonna do that. It's really just about the money at this point. Like, that's the only like block we have. So it's just a series of just saving and going in the studio, and then saving and going to the studio, and But I mean, I write all the time, so all these songs that I'm singing tonight, most of them will be, I'll look back on them in like a couple weeks and be like, this one's better that I wrote 2 days ago, you know?
Yeah.
So it's kind of a brutal freaking process, but hopefully we'll get some of those songs out. For Talk to Jesus, we really listen to y'all and to the people. Like, when I go play and they come up to me after, hey, we really like this one. We note it down. And Talk to Jesus was one. I played at Cheatham Street, and I got a bunch of DMs the next day. It was like, I love the Talk to Jesus song. Like, when are you releasing it? And so I was like, Mode.
That's so awesome.
This is our first song. So, yeah, hopefully soon I'll have a lot of music out, and we're trying to get the ball rolling on that. So
with all of your original music, is it all from personal experience, or is it kind of a mixture of both? Are you observing, making stuff up, kind of a combination?
Most of it is personal experience.
I love.
Yeah, most of it is, which I'm kind of hesitant to say.
Tell me that. Oh yeah,
because there's definitely people coming tonight that there are songs about them that yeah, so I'm a little nervous about that. But like, that's the beautiful thing about like songwriting and like being an artist. You kind of like, you can't give a fuck about that because it's just your art. And you can't be afraid to hurt feelings sometimes. Or like be embarrassed about something. That's something I struggle with too. It's just like, I don't want this person to ever know that I felt this way.
Thing is, you never have to tell anybody.
It's true.
You know, unless you want to. One day you might go rogue.
I might tweet a list or
you know?
Something. Yeah.
That's funny.
You can do it on the podcast if you're ready to do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let it be an exclusive.
Stay tuned for part 2, y'all.
Yes. But I think that's like what people in the audience connect with most when they can sense that vulnerability of like, while you're writing the song, you're probably like, shit, should I say this? Should I not? Should I like be this open about it? I'm sure Talk to Jesus was probably one of those, and it's like everyone's like, I relate to this, I love it. Yeah. So I think it always comes back to like benefit you in a way.
Songwriting absolutely loves you back. As much as you love it, it loves you back in so many different ways.
That's a great line.
Yeah,
you should coin that.
I love that.
Songwriting loves you back.
She's seriously a songwriter or
I'm
something.
a poet, y'all. I'm a poet.
So how are we going to get ready for tonight's show? What do you do? Any handshakes, shots,
rituals,
music,
or
there's
like definitely gonna be shots.
What are we drinking? What is Zoe drinking? So like if you're at a show, what do you want people to buy you?
Tequila is always nice.
Okay.
I've been on a gin kick lately.
Okay. It's a little bougie. I like it.
People who like gin. I want to like gin so bad because
you don't like it?
No.
It's earthy.
Really? I think it's
earthy.
great. I think it tastes really good. I just can't afford it.
But that's why I want to like drink it. I feel like it's classy and like nobody really drinks gin. And I feel like you're just like, I want some gin. Like people are like, wow, she's a cool girl.
A little gin tonic action.
Yeah.
You know that like when I go to Riley's, I'll get a gin tonic. When I'm like, it's honestly like a reward. It's like a treat. I'm not like drinking it like all the time, but like if I'm gonna sit down and have a drink, it's gonna be something I enjoy. I like gin. Tequila is always like a first choice for me. It's always a good, baseline.
Yeah. You can't go wrong.
Warms you up a little bit.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I love it.
Yeah. No, I need to get on that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna do a lot of drinking. Gotta stay sharp. But
okay, so I shouldn't buy you a drink tonight.
You totally should.
I'm gonna buy you a gin and tonic.
You totally should.
Yeah.
I'll do it at the beginning of the night, so you can kind of like sip on it. Don't let anybody else buy you one.
Yeah. Okay.
Michael, don't buy her one. Alrighty, Zoe. Well, we're so excited for tonight. I'm seriously just want to say I'm so proud of you. Like you seriously are very hardworking and talented and stunning and beautiful. And I just cannot wait to see you rocking it on stage tonight.
Thank you guys.
You deserve it.
Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are doing awesome work, and y'all are so supportive.
Well, that's what we're here for, honestly. We just like love our friends. It's easy because it's like y'all make
great.
it easy.
Thank you. No, I love you guys.
We love you.
Where can people follow you before we wrap up so they can stay tuned?
Zoe Allan Music, ZoeAllan Music on all platforms. I think on Instagram, music has 2 C's. But other than that, it's pretty simple. I'll keep it simple for you guys.
Allan with an A, not an E.
Allan with an A. 2 A's.
Yes, 2 A's. Alrighty, guys. Well, again, this has been the Twin Rivers Music Scene podcast with your hosts, Madison and Reed, and our guest, Zoe Allan. Thanks, guys.
Hi, thank you.
No venue too far, any song at every bar. Here to cover your needs. Twin Rivers Music Scene.